Take a step into South London, a boiling pot overflowing with culture, where inspiration is in the voices of those that seek the same. Way before it was heard, it was written. Time honors thy words as a part of life's verse. You live and you learn. Listen, as the present age are speaking. But remember, it was written.
It's good, guys. Spectacle. Spec. I had to cut a couple keys, got a skeleton for the box. If murder was the case, I'm convicted, you're all cons. I've been behind bars like the charges weren't dropped. Anytime I freestyle, no, I got this thing locked. Been doing it from the block, still living in this state. Hungry for the win, cooking victory for my plate. Serving up this hot shit, ready to raise the stakes. Up against the odds, all because where I'm living's looking bait. Took the steps to find my lift, been repping through the weight. Always lighting up piff, you know how I elevate. Planted in the bits, waiting on that ounce of praise. Only ever thinking B.I.G. I got the faith and the score to settle, so I didn't even come to play. Acting off this impulse burning in my veins. To direct a shot to cut these actors from the scene. I'm the real McCoy when the curtain calls I show, man. It's in my nature, boy. I've been behind bars like the charges weren't dropped. Anytime I freestyle, no, I got this thing locked. That's a reference to my penmanship. And like, obviously there's bits of wordplay in there, but like, I've been behind bars, like I've been representing lyrics and cryptic statements from the minute I got into rapping, because that's what I really respected, like being able to like delve into a person's mind, an artist's mind, or a rapper's mind per se, with their cadence and their expression, and just get an insight on the way that they're using things on the surface to take you deeper into their reality. Still living in a state. Like obviously I've been rapping, I've lived in the council estate my whole life, and it's a state. Do you know what I mean? Like mom had to go through mad things to even get my own room and shit like that. Like it's been a state, you know what I'm saying? And that's where I got the inspiration to be rapping about it like this and that. When you're seeing all this gentrification and stuff like that happening, and you see all these hard rappers, they're not about. Why? Because they're not clued up like that. They might talk about all of this stuff here and this and that, but I'm telling you, they don't know nothing from, because they're about their P. Do you know what I'm saying? They're not really about their area. They're not really about their community. Like, they're pirates. But, hey, so it goes. Like, more recently, it's been Kendrick Lamar, because this guy basically, like, generalized a lot of the way I was feeling about my urban surroundings in London and things that I was going through in the area and people that I was encountering in a lot of situations. Like the context of what he was saying wasn't necessarily always precise, because he was speaking from the American reality, but it still had a relation to everything that I was feeling. A lot of things that we've seen happen in the urban culture, he's expressed the overstanding of them in a way that it's like, if you don't decide to move forward at this point, you're only fooling yourself, like, clearly. And like, that he's one of the most inspirational guys, because he's been the person ready to turn around and point the finger at his community and take all of the backlash and stuff like that from it, but then still be able to prove very seamlessly, because he doesn't put it in people's face and that they're like things that are happening in the present time are just affirming his points even more so. It's impacted my life because it is my therapy. Like, obviously at first it was like comprehension stuff and stuff like that in primary school, and I found out that I was good at English, and in secondary school it's English literature. It helped me put them in a context that will affirm a better me and affirm me learning from those situations, and even putting my goals and things I aspire down on paper and wrapping it into a cadence and serving it as a verse or something. I'm most creative like at my absolute worst, like when there is no structure and no organization to anything. Like when I'm on the edge, I'm either gonna fall off this ledge or I'm gonna ascend into the heavens. Like in that limbo, that's when I'm most creative. When I don't know anything that's happening, so I'm in tune very much. I've understood it that I'm in tune very much with my instincts. Like, yeah. Blessed guys, obviously I've been Specs, and that there, it's just a little bit about me and that. Hope you've enjoyed it.